Alana, I want to ask you the same question I asked Pam. How do you come out of your comfort zone with stuttering? But I also want to know part two is, as a speech therapist now, do you ever feel as if you're expected to be just okay with stuttering and you're not supposed to ever share with people that it's still sometimes something you have to work on or deal with? So.
That's a good question. Well, I'm definitely still coming out of my comfort zones, and it's been a long stuttering journey for me that actually I probably started about 9 or 10 years ago now when I was in high school. And a big thing for me then was I just kind of got at this point where I was really sick of speech therapy. I felt like it was something I had been doing for a while, and I still stuttered, so it wasn't helping, and I sort of just started to realize, well, this is how I talk, this is what I do. I'm going to start just not, well, I stopped going to speech therapy, and I just started thinking, well, I just feel like going out there. And something I did was I just did what I wanted to do, which might sound kind of simple, but in high school I had wanted to be on the debate team. I felt like that was something I could be good at and something my friends were going to do too, and we were all kind of into that stuff, so I went and did that, and I was really excited about it. And then when it came time for debate season to start and having to go and start public speaking, I got really scared and I almost backed out of it. And at that time I had actually decided, since I was starting to go through these changes, I started talking to a speech therapist again, who was really great in terms of she was someone that I could go and talk to about my stuttering, and we spoke about talking to the coach that I stuttered. So I went and did that. It was really scary the first time I had ever done that, but afterwards I felt great. And what turned out happening, so I spoke to the coach and I said, I'm pretty nervous about the upcoming tournament. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I stutter. And she looks at me like, oh, of course I know. I don't care. Do you? I'm like, no.
Yeah, no way, no.
Definitely not. She was, you're good. I think this is going to go well. If you want, we can speak to the other coaches about maybe giving you a little extra time or anything. I said, no special treatment. I just wanted to talk to you about that. So anyway, not to go on and on about it, but just going out there and doing what I wanted to do and seeing that, hey, I was able to do this pretty well and stutter while doing it really showed me that I could do what I wanted to do and still stutter. And so 9-10 years later, I still feel like I have my comfort zones, and sometimes it's a matter of checking in and thinking, did I do this in the way I wanted to do? Did I, I wanted to advertise in the situation, but I didn't because I was a little nervous, and making sure that I just go and do it, and always know that when I just do what I want to do, I'm always going to feel better about it.
So, essentially, you're saying that you're pretty much challenging yourself all the time then?
Oh yeah, for sure. I find that's really the best thing for me. And I may not always look at it as challenging myself, more that it's something I just have to do to feel okay with it. But yeah.
I have a question to ask. You said you had a speech therapist at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any support from other people? Like, did you know people who stutter, or
No,
did you
not
tell
at
your
that point.
friends, or like?
Yeah, I had told my friends. This was kind of it's probably, I was in high school, and it was before I had gotten into the NSA, before I had gone to the American Institute for Stuttering, and I had always sort of been okay with my stuttering. Hated it, but I would talk to my friends about it, just in that I did stutter. I kind of felt like they heard me, so it wasn't a big secret just to go out and say it anyway. And I went to public school, so there was always, every year I'd get referred back to the speech pathologist, of course. And I think I was in 10th grade, and my high school had a new speech pathologist who I happened to click with, and I just started going instead of cutting out of speech therapy. And she was really cool and listened to me when I said, this is not what I want to do. She said, okay, we'll try something else. If I just wanted to come and talk, that was okay. And
that's cool.
It was kind of a different experience, yeah.
Like a speech pathologist in high school that actually is okay with sitting back and just listening and talking about stuttering and talking about the way you feel about stuttering.
Oh, yeah, and she was great. I think I mentioned before we started recording, I still keep in touch with her from time. And my first job after I got my master's in May was working for my old school district.
Wow.
I'm the sun and the air, all the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I am sun and air, of nothing in particular. You should